It feels kind of trite to talk about Elon Musk so much, but he does extraordinary things, and I don't want to miss them, because I could think, oh, I've talked about him so much, but then he always comes back and surprises me. He does something even more ridiculous than before. As you all know, he recently moved the company's name over to X. He did this with seemingly no forethought or preparation. The letter X that he's chosen for his font is uncopyrightable because it is literally just a font. There are multiple fonts that use the X that he has used. So, as I understand it, that prevents him from copywriting it. It is a letter, and even the logo is just a pre-existing image that's copyright free. So, yeah, it would be like Google image searching the logo for your new company. Um, Everyone's making fun of him. Apparently, a bunch of people are claiming that the reason he was ousted from PayPal 20 years ago was because of his insistence on making the company's named X, and they didn't like that, so they ousted him. People are speculating that the worth of the company has fallen dramatically since he changed it to X. It's all been funny. It's all been great. We love it. He didn't actually secure the Twitter at handles of X or the other like X videos or X movies or X support. So he just changed their account handles. Like there was already a guy named at X, and they just changed his at so they could take it. Apparently they didn't even offer him money. They offered him a tour of the building, of the headquarters, which is so funny on so many levels. Like, oh, here, man, you got the letter X as an at like 12 years ago or something. Do you want to take a look around this like empty series of hallways where employees used to walk while a bunch of H-1B visa guys try to explain to you like that there's not much to see because it's a social media headquarters building? It was very funny. Also, they have like no money to give people, so it's that's to be expected. But anyway, this is all a precursor to, oh yes, and as many people have pointed out, Twitter now looks like a porn site when viewed in your tabs. You can see it up there in the top left. I mean, you've probably seen it yourself already, but you see now it's just an X. And if you have any notifications, which I always do, there's also a red dot. So it's black and white and red with an X, and it does. It looks sleazy, I'm gonna get like little nervous pangs because I'm gonna be streaming and I'm gonna see that in another tab and I'm gonna think, oh God, what did I open? Um, but yeah, well, this is the world we live in. Uh, the rebrand got blocked in Indonesia. Really? It's blocked under porn laws. That's very funny. The country's strict laws restricting pornography and gambling. The Southeast Asian country's Minister of Communication and Infographics said the block had to do with the domain x.com, which had previously been used to host content that violated the Muslim majority nation's law against negative material like adult content. There's porn on Twitter anyway. Do they know? Does the Minister of Communication and Informatics know that there's pornographic material? Does he not know? Okay, shh. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Anyway, this is all hysterical. It's not actually what I wanted to talk about, though. So there's this Twitter user called Dom Lucre. I believe is his name. He is I believe he's a black Hebrew Israelite. I've seen him post before about how the real Jews came from Africa, and he's a Hitlerite as well. He's set up, I think, a few sussy things about Jews. Basically, a big conspiracy account. Don't be distracted by his good looks. A big account, 500,000 followers. Like most far-right accounts, Elon Musk has personally signal boosted his stuff. Like, he'll post an insane lunatic far-right thread, and Elon will respond, interesting, or sometimes just exclamation point, I like how he has the Ukraine colors going on, even though he's almost certainly anti-Ukraine. That's kind of funny. Anyway, so this guy, the Dom Luker guy, he posted something a little sussy. And by a little sussy, what I mean is child sexual abuse material. Slightly sussy. It's on the sussy scale. He posted it. Just posted it. Like, not an abstraction. He just posted it. Truly a confident poster. If nothing else, we can admire his principled stance, his confidence. It got his account banned, obviously. Like, just straight up CP. So, this isn't something I looked into that much for reasons that should probably be pretty obvious. But Elon Musk gave us some answers. See, after this guy's account was banned, Elon Musk stepped in and personally unbanned it. Directly, the man himself, the owner of the company, stepped in. And I can just read what he said. The reason for suspension should be shown along with ability to appeal quickly and easily. There are so many layers of software, 20 million plus lines, that this is much harder than it should be. Until this account was suspended for posting child exploitation pictures associated with the criminal conviction of an Australian man in the Philippines. Right. I'm going to click this link with the hopes that it's fine to click. It's from CNN. That's probably fine. Right. Given a 129-year jail term. So, apparently this Dom Lucre guy posted child sexual abuse images taken by this man while he was sexually abusing the kid, and the guy just posted it. And then Elon steps in directly to unban, which is interesting. Which is a step. So, as I understand it, the argument that is being made is that the reason why Dom Lucre, I don't know how to pronounce that. The reason why he posted those images was to make a point about something else. Now, obviously, under no circumstances does your point have to be reaffirmed by posting CP. That's not a good argumentative tactic. That's not actually, that's not tactical. Folks, no, it's not. It's not. You can't joke. It's not tactical, okay? It was not necessary. However, I think it's safe to say that, first of all, kind of weird that he had those photos, a little bit, in my opinion, at all. Second of all, if anybody else had posted that, they would have been insta-banned with no consideration. But because it was one of a small cabal of Elon simp accounts and far-right people, he steps in personally to protect them. The follow-up tweet, which wasn't shown when I looked at the Twitter post directly, said, "Only people on our child sexual exploitation team have seen those pictures. For now, we'll delete those posts and reinstate the account." Which suggests, I didn't mean to click on that, which suggests to me, like, there is literally a second order of moderation rules for the far right on Twitter, and that is so preferential that he will directly step in, and even in instances of posting child sexual abuse material, he will personally go, "Yeah, all right. Nah, you're out here. Actually, you're free." I want it to be known that if this was described to people a year ago, it would sound like a joke. Like, Elon will own Twitter, and when far-right accounts post child porn, he will personally step in to unban them. You know, that description sounds like a hyperbolic. It doesn't sound real, but it's also explicitly what happened. Anyway, let's finish the damn article. While the media posted by the influencer has been removed, numerous text interactions with the deleted posts from his followers are still on the platform. Some of these posts mention a child depicted in the photo as young as 1.5 years old. What was posted was illegal under federal law in the United States, obviously, since that is a, I forget the legal term, automatic something, automatic liability. There's a legal term where, it's very straightforwardly illegal. I forget the exact term. Strict liability. That sounds right. I want to be clear here. The Dom Lucre person, the Blittler individual, I don't think he was posting it for the purposes of titillation. I think he was posting it to make a point, and like all Blittlers, and in fact Hitler's, he's retarded, so he just thought, what would make this point? Here you go. Click. I don't think it was like necessarily, at least, though obviously the Nazi and pedophile Venn diagram, at least the two circles are very familiar with each other. It's more about Elon Musk. Listen, okay, the idea of like a social media site being, oh, well, our owner will personally unban you even if you post like child sexual abuse material. Like, that's insane. Like, that's unbanning someone not only for violating site rules, but for violating federal law. It goes beyond. It's a degree of preferentiality that is so outside of what you would expect for any social media owner or company, that yeah, it's genuine. It's difficult to say anything about, to be honest with you. He's mad. Elon Musk, you're weird for allowing these Democrats to push a narrative that I shared child porn. He got personally unbanned by the site after posting child sexual abuse video, and his response is, "Why don't you ban all these Democrats for saying I did this thing?" You even added the link to the article that I shared. You banned me. You banned me over Obama. You're trying to ruin my credibility. This is toxic as f. If I shared child porn, where the fuck is the porn? They deleted it when they banned you. My name needs to be cleared. So it's appeasing the lunatic Nazis on your platform is truly a Sisyphusian task. It reminds me of when Cat Turd was getting like 50 Elon responses a day, and he was complaining nonstop about his account getting throttled, and it was just people weren't interacting with him as much as he wanted. And there's literally no way to make these people happy because, again, they're lunatics. They're insane people. So the only benefit that Elon gets from doing all of this is making the platform worse. Like, it's not even a personal benefit. He doesn't even benefit from it, This guy's literally saying Pixar didn't happen. Yeah, it's a clever honeypot, okay? What he's saying is, oh, you're saying I posted child sexual abuse material? Okay, where is it? Post it. And then he gets Democrats to post what he posted, and then they all get banned and don't get unbanned. That's his like master plan. He's like, oh yeah? Find it. And they're all like, yeah, you posted that. And they all, like, in his head, this is like a big sweep, It's like the Great Awakening. Elon unbanned him because Cat Turd wanted to. Oh, I know that guy. I think I just brought him up even. Well, this isn't really evidence that he was brought back for this reason, but yes. Fantastic stuff. Do you think Elon did pedo stuff with Epstein? I don't know. But billionaires and Nazis are both pedophiles, like, in an ontological level. I don't know if it was Epstein specifically. Maybe there's like a second Epstein we don't know about. There's probably lots of Epsteins we don't know about, right? Yeah, Epstein 2. Yeah, if Epstein was so great, why didn't they make an Epstein 2? Frantically Google, like, map searching. There's an island with no name in the middle of the Atlantic. Yeah. Yeah, this is another one of those unfortunate and inevitable byproducts of my, I guess, recurring cope that I'll stop covering Elon Musk unless he does something new that's really dumb and ostentatious and unbelievable. Like I need to be. I'm trying not to cover everything that he does. It's just he keeps one-upping himself, and I don't know what to do because I feel like I'm going to be stuck talking about him forever because it never stops being that bad, Okay, so the shift from Twitter to X.com is continuing underway. They updated all of the app data on people's phones if you had auto update, so now it's X on most people's phones unless you deliberately shut off auto updates, which I don't because I don't care enough to. And everything's bad. Evaluations are bad. Economists and financial advisors are saying he wiped out a lot of money. Branding is down. He's changed retweet to repost on some versions of the build. Apparently that's going to be going forward for everyone. It's a whole thing. It's all bad. It's great. And then he tried to tear down the big Twitter headquarters logo on the side of the building. Let me see if I can find that. If I Google Twitter headquarters sign and find Just one that isn't the thing that I want to talk about. If I can, here we go. Okay? Ignore the arrow. Ignore the red retard low IQ YouTube thumbnail arrow, please. This is it, right? So Elon wanted this torn down because it says Twitter and not X. He took lettering off of it. There's been ongoing he took off the W. And so he took off the W and then it says titter. Do you get it? He removed the W. That's why it was pointed at the W, because he removed it and says titter because he's 5 and the okay, it's so stupid. He wanted to do more, all right? But then the city of San Francisco intervened to stop him from continuing to mess with the sign because he didn't have a permit to do that because it's directly over a public sidewalk and he had to use like equipment for it. So he like so he tried to do this without checking it with the city. So he couldn't finish it because the city stopped him from doing it. And so then he's thinking, well, how do I do the whole X thing? How do I do the X thing, not the Twitter thing? So he got his buddies with some steel, some string lights, and apparently sandbags holding it together at the bottom. And he erected an X at the top of the building, in addition to the logo at the bottom, which is half deconstructed, but not entirely. And at night, it glows with the ferocity of the Trinity test. It strobes right across from apartment buildings. That's strobing! Why is it so bright? Because it's the future. This is a perspective from the apartment building across the X. There you go, folks. You trying to sleep? Sorry. All right? The man who owns the building across from you, or I guess rents it, got divorced. See, there's the equipment, by the way. You might notice that the equipment is still down there, blocking a portion of the road and crosswalk, despite it being in the middle of the night and them not having had the permit and license to do this. So the city stopped them, and they just left that extending thingy there. Right there. Aren't there laws about shooting that right? Okay, to be clear, I'm pretty sure that laws when it comes to stuff like shining a gigantic flashbulb into a bunch of apartment buildings are done on a local level. I don't think that's like a state thing. So I don't know the deal with San Francisco. I'm pretty sure that San Francisco will have some kind of ordinance referring to this because that is insane. I assume that people in the adjacent apartment building are going to be like doing a class action suit. I don't know. Check out his response to people in San Francisco being upset over this. Many have offered rich incentives for X, formerly known as Twitter, to move its HQ out of San Francisco. Moreover, the city is in a doom spiral with one company after another left or leaving. Therefore, they expect X will move too. We will not. You only know who your real friends are when the chips are down. San Francisco, beautiful San Francisco, though others forsake you, we will always be your friend. So he's wide with pride, okay? He's bright with pride. Look at that. God, that's hard to look at. Elon was blocking city inspectors too. Really? Twitter won't let city building inspectors check out the giant X logo on the roof of their HQ. Inspectors have been denied access for the past 2 days upon visiting to inspect the structure. That's great. That's really cool. I bet that's not a sign. Dude, there's going to be a strong wind, and it's going to knock this down onto the street and kill somebody. Yeah, case opened. Other building slash housing violation 2 times over. NOV issued for work without permit. Site viewed. I said. I explained BID's complaint investigation process and requested access to the roof area. Tweeter representative declined. Oh my god! Not only not calling it X, but misspelling Twitter. Representative declined to provide access, but did explain the structure is a temporary lighted sign for an event. I explained to all representatives the NOV requires the structure to be removed with a building permit or legalized.mh. I don't know. This is construction man talk. I don't know. And then a second attempt was made the following day to gain access to the grounds, and they were denied. It's held up by sandbags only, not bolted. Is that confirmed? Son of a bitch. Yep. They literally just have it braced on the bottom with a bunch of sandbags strapped to the top. Truly the greatest time, or the greatest mind of our time. Says who, Invictus? Can't he afford better engineering? Well, here's the thing, okay? You have to understand. Twitter doesn't have anyone left, all right? All of the old guard people who could make decisions are gone. There isn't like a core of competent people to make decisions anymore. If it's just a group of idiots, and all of them are yes men. If Elon Musk wants something done, he can't turn to a competent person and say, hey, can you make this happen? And that guy would say yes and make that happen. That can't happen anymore. There is no guy to turn to. Now, Elon will just say, I want an X up on top, and he'll turn to an incompetent guy, and the incompetent guy will say, yeah, yes, sir. Right away, sir, and then something like this will happen. Yes, there are a lot of poor visa workers, and those are not the guys that Elon is directly talking to. God damn. Never have I craved fascism as much as I am right now, where I want the city of San Francisco to, like paratrooper in a squad of 50 building instructors onto the top of Twitter HQ and, like, black bag everyone involved in constructing it. That can't be up to code. I guarantee you that's not up to code. There is no way in hell this is up to code. That is not possible. It's not up to code. I don't know what the code is, but this ain't it. The notice of violation is a notice this violates code? Yes. I just wonder how long it'll take the city to send in death squads or whatever it is. You know, Twitter can't code anything these days. Hey, hold on. Twitter changed its logo from the bird to the X. That requires some chops, huh? Excuse me. They have to hold the ladder. Oh, shit, I didn't even see that. They're using... Oh, my God. They're not using a standard ladder. This is literally like a one-axis ladder. They have 3 guys holding it at the base. Incredible stuff. It's so cool that if he fell forward, he would, like... he could launch off the roof of the building. Oh, yeah, I saw this as well. Found a picture of our building's landlord in San Francisco, and it's the uncool teacher from Ferris Bueller's Day Off. He keeps calling the police about our sign. Wait. This is fake, isn't it? Wait, hold on. I saw this before. Wait, I saw this before and I checked and it wasn't real. But I forgot for a second, but now I remember. Is it real? Wait. Is it real? Is it fake and gay or is it real and gay? I thought I did the brain work before, but I might have forgotten. It's real! Never mind, I'm sorry, it's real. Okay. So he has illegally, with sandbags, erected a giant strobe X on top of the building, and he then posts publicly, my dumb landlord keeps calling the police about the code violations I'm doing. It's real. Here's it in the Twitter feed. Yeah, here I am trying to invent stuff, and then the landlord of this building just keeps saying, stop, or I'll arrest you, and Hasn't he also not been paying rent there too? Yeah, no wonder he's calling the police. They are so jacked, man. Twitter owes 3 months of rent to its Boulder landlord. Oh, sorry, this is their Boulder, Colorado office where they've been evicted. They were evicted. And the lawsuit, let's see, they didn't pay 3.4 million in rent bills in December and January, the building owner says. How's this lawsuit doing? Well, the lawsuit, I think, is still ongoing. This was from May 18th, 2023. Elon Musk told a Twitter advisor at 4 a.m. the company would only pay rent over his dead body, lawsuit says. Okay. Maoist Elon Musk, I guess. Rare landlord W. Yeah, okay, screw fascism. I'm done with that ideology, all right? I'm back to being a landlordist, all right? Landlord rights. If in this particular instance it begets a funny outcome, that is now my new ideology. Where's that thing I retweeted? There it is, okay? This is my new ideology. One of my rentoids caught me raiding, quote, their fridge and started complaining. Sorry, bubs. My house, my rules. I want the landlord for that building to do this at Twitter HQ, okay? I want Elon to be doing some meeting bullshit at 11 p.m. in the building, and the landlord shows up like this and just grabs a brewski from the company fridge. Sorry, buff. Anarcho-comedianism, Vosh. Anything is fine as long as it's hilarious. True!